Okay, we back. Let me set this out. Now, let me say this here. To all of the new subscribers, I want to say thank y'all so much for coming and going on subscribing and everything and doing, because y'all, whoo, I don't even know why y'all watch, but I sure appreciate. But anyway, let me see. Oh, I forgot I had some little pots up there. You know how sometimes you forget stuff and you look back and you say, Lord, y'all, I need to go get a little salt. I'm low on salt. So, let me, have y'all heard that song? Let me get some salt. And I'm gonna try to come back and see. It's some more stuff I want to plant. And see, I'm starting all this stuff, and in my head, I'm like, where in the hell you gonna plant all this? But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But just hang tight. I'm gonna be right back. I got to get some salt. Eyes back. So, what I'm finna do here? That's hard there. Oh no, it ain't. It's loose. So what I did was, I went out there and I got me some compost and some soil that I recycle out of a pot. I'm gonna have to be some sacrifices made. Anyway, and I got a bucket down here. Y'all can't see what I'm getting my soil out of. And I'm mixing this compost in with this soil that I already had. Ooh, this stuff is full of wood chips. Full of wood chips, which that's a good thing in my opinion. There's some pretty soil here. Let me show y'all. Look at that. That was our wood chips at one. Wood, actually wood, not wood chips. Wood that I let break down on my property. And once it broke down in the soil, it was some logs. I had a tree cut down. And once that stuff broke down into soil, I went and collected it out, collected it from where it was. And so I think somebody touched on and I guess that's what I can talk about here, I guess. Is making your own soils and the different stuff. I think that was Aisha yesterday was talking about the different stuff that she no longer really buys like that, and that she's making a lot of the stuff. And what Aisha is really good at that I'm not good at is Aisha know how to succinctly. What I'm saying is I agree with what she's saying, but I always forget to tell people you don't know where this stuff is coming from. And you do have to so-called call yourself trusty. Because I'm going to be honest. In the grocery store, when that stuff say organic, I don't trust that no further than I can see that. And I can't see far without these glasses. So, I don't trust that. And it's the same thing with everything else. I mean, I'm not trying to knock nobody. But you got people out here promoting products that, in my opinion, I don't trust them because I don't know where they come from. You get what I'm saying? I really don't. And it may be okay. But the thing is, I didn't see it with my own eyes. What they say, believe none of what you see and half of what you hear. Is that what they be saying? Let me see. Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. Because even the things you see can be manipulated. Y'all realize that with this AI, and I'm not against AI, you have to understand I have a science degree. It's not that I'm against technology. I think humans, we go too far. And I could get into that one day, but sometimes we go too far. We be doing too much. We need to sit the hell down sometimes. I'm not against AI, but I see what AI can do. When you can take they can take a snippet of my voice and use AI and make it sound like I'm saying things, but it ain't me. And they've been doing that, because I've been hearing ads. I hear ads and it sound like Judge Judy voice. I hear ads and it sound like these different voices, and I know it ain't them. It ain't them. They using this AI and stuff. So what I'm saying is, with all this stuff they got coming about, it's hard for you to trust anything other than what you either did yourself, or a close friend did, or somebody you know, or you saw it, or because this him stuff, you know, and the thing is, they don't care. They said, we want our money, we want it now. Don't wait. We want the money, we want it now. You know? So it's like, y'all hold while I feel this. My little compost got so many leaves in it here. I try to pick. I need to do like Buddha. And I need to sift my stuff. I need to sift my compost and stuff like Bull do. Because you'll get the same, it'll be the same media, but it'll be a little finer. The leaves won't hurt anything, but sometimes they just get in your way when you're doing something. Now let me show you this. This is a pepper that I had, and I didn't even give it time to dry up or nothing. If you sow pepper seeds straight out the pepper, they'll germinate for you a lot faster. I don't know if I told y'all that before or not or what, but like when I take those grocery store peppers and sow the seed, those peppers come up in a week or so, as long as the temps outside are cooperating. So, I do advocate for, if you can. You can't always do it though. I advocate, if you can, sow your stuff directly out of whatever it is, because it'll come up just that much faster. See that seed, when the seed is dried completely, that seed has to rehydrate, and when it has to rehydrate, that takes time. And then once it's fully hydrated, that's when the seed can then go ahead on and actually germinate. Okay, so y'all understand that. Now some seeds are different than others. Some have thicker seed coats and all that kind of thing. See, the label monster about to get me again. And this was a pepper that I grew last year. It's not gonna be too many hot peppers I grow. I'm gonna grow this one. I'm gonna grow this one. I'm gonna grow fish pepper. But I'm not growing a bunch of hot peppers. I got too many in the freezer. So, I got some more potatoes back here. Y'all, my greenhouse so full of stuff. Hold up. Some of my stuff over there looks so tore up, I need to throw it in the garbage. But what I am gonna grow again is don't mind me. I'm back here trying to get some of them leaves out. These some of them Brazilian fantasy peppers. I'm gonna show y'all how I'm gonna sow these. So this is not a hot pepper. Y'all see how I'm doing that? I got that out of the pepper. And that's a whole pepper's worth of seeds. And guess what? I'm gonna compost this in place. I'm just gonna sneak that down in the corner. I got one more pepper. I don't know how. The germination rate is probably fine on these peppers, but I had two little fresh peppers that, you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna put that in the corner and bury all of it. I know y'all probably said, Lord, she composting in place when she started the seeds. Yeah, I am. If you can, try to press your seeds down. You want good seed contact on that. Okay, now somebody asked me, I had some questions they wanted answered. Let me see where I'm at on time. I got to edit out some time because I went out there to get that foot top. Boy, these batteries on these cameras ain't about a lot of that. So, let me see, these got holes in them already. Ooh, that's about tore up. But I'm gonna use your ass, I don't care. Let him use you. So, somebody asked me, what I thought about seed swaps being illegal. I believe that was Mel B. I think that asked me that. If I messed your name up, sweetheart, I'm sorry. Y'all hold. Okay. Trying to get too ready. When you get too ready, you can go plant two things. Okay, so let me say this. Seed swaps in certain states are already illegal, just like a lot of different stuff. Like rainwater, catching rainwater in certain states is illegal. But what do I think about it? Okay, so this is what I want y'all to understand. It's just like when I did a video a while back on GMO. When people hear the word GMO, due to the media and political reasons, people immediately think GMO is a bad thing. Oh my God, GMO is gonna kill you. No, not exactly, because it depends on how the plant works. It depends on what, how it was genetically modified. And I'm gonna be fair and say a lot of people not gonna understand that, especially if you're not a scientist or if you don't understand science well. I hate to say this, I don't know what's going on in these schools, especially when it comes to black folk and black children. I'm gonna put this out here for you. We created science, all of it. The binary code, which is the backbone of our technology, that was created in Egypt. Or let me say, Kemet. We created math. We created books. The first books, they were found in Africa. The first paper, papyrus, it was found in Africa. We created all that. And the idea that you have black people walking around that are functionally illiterate, that do not understand science, that will tell you flat, I can't do math. I can't stand it when black folks say that. You can do math because your ancestors created it. You may not be a mathematician. You can do math. Stop blaming yourself and start blaming some of these teachers who were sorry and couldn't teach you. But see, once again, I had a mother who used to tell me all the time, baby, it ain't always you. There are other factors. And that go back to the video where I talked about you can't always beat yourself up about everything. It ain't always you, it's other factors. You must consider the other factors. Now, why am I saying that? Let's get to these seed swaps that's illegal. And I don't know how hard they're pushing to make it completely illegal, but it's illegal in some places. Understand this. So I think it's Seattle, or the state of Washington, gonna go back to criminalizing, I think, small possessions of marijuana. So you have to understand the legal system. Understand that certain things are criminalized and certain things are not. What does that mean? In certain states, you can get caught with an ounce of marijuana, they're gonna let you go with a misdemeanor. Meaning they're not gonna lock you up or nothing. I can't remember if I think it depends on the state if they take your weed or not. Some states let you keep that ounce, and you got to deal with the court. You got to deal with the legal system, pay the fine, do whatever the state requires you to do. Now, that's when you decriminalize it, a small amount. Now, if you selling it, they finna get your ass. I don't care what state you in. It don't matter if it's weed, crack, meth, pills. They gonna get your ass. The distribution, that's a felony. And I can't remember what class felony, but it's a felony. When it comes to these seed swaps, when they say it's illegal, this is anything. Anytime you go on the internet or when you see stuff on Facebook or you see stuff on these groups, that's why I caution you all. I caution you sometimes about these groups and things. Because you'll have somebody say something and then they'll go further. Well, they'll say it, and then everybody gets this, oh my God, and they start panicking. Do you think the police got time, and the FBI, and the DOJ, and the CIA, and the whoever else, the Texas Rangers, the state troopers, do you think they got time to be trying to run down who's swapping seeds so they can lock their ass up? It's enough crime they ain't solving. They ain't solving the murders. They not solving the sex trafficking. They not solving the murder, the raping. They not solving the distribution of narcotics. They not solving fraud and embezzlement and all of this stuff that's felony. I assure you that seed swapping ain't no felony. I assure you. That's a misdemeanor all day long. Do I agree with it? No. Do I understand why they doing it? And that's another thing you all have to understand. I'm a business owner, so at all times, a lot of people are conditioned to think like an employee. Stop thinking like an employee. That's the most poverty mentality you can have. And poverty mentality ain't gonna get you nowhere. So what am I saying? As a business owner, I look at it like this. Y'all seen them cotton candy grapes at the store? Them things good too. I done had them. So once I seen how good they were, I was gonna try to procure me some plants. They got a patent on it right now. The patent is not released. You cannot get the plants not legally. If you get the plants illegally and they catch you growing them, It really depends on what the company want to do to you. For instance, if you sneak and grow them commercially, I'm sure that company gonna come after you for everything you got. But if you grow 2 or 3 plants in your backyard and you feed them to you and your dog, they gonna find you a little bit and move around, because you ain't really hurting they pockets. You ain't hurting them. But if I got some seeds or seeds to a plant that maybe I figure gonna cure world hunger, and I got a patent on it, yeah, I don't want you swapping them seeds. You cutting in on my money. You see what I'm saying? As a business owner, I understand that. But as a grower, I also understand, well, damn, you want me to be dependent upon you? You want me to be forever buying this from you? Buying you yachts and jets and all this stuff that these people have? I ain't necessarily with that either. So what I'm saying is I understand both sides of the coin, and I want to try to press y'all to try to understand sometimes. When you see something, you're not seeing the whole picture. You're seeing a piece of the picture that either they want you to see, whoever the powers may be at that time, or whatever. It's just like when somebody tell you a story. Y'all ever play telephone game? If you be at the end of the line, by the time they say what was said at the beginning, it done got to you and it ain't even nowhere near close what was said. You see what I'm saying? So it's stuff in between you and the source. So, you know, do I wholeheartedly agree with the stuff being illegal? No. Do I understand why they may not want you swapping? See, I'm gonna tell you, but let me I just thought of something else, because I be thinking about stuff. Understand this too. You also have invasive species, and some people are not savvy enough to research and look and study and say, okay, what's an invasive species? Because what's invasive in one state may not be invasive in another state. I may ship something to New York State that's invasive, or vice versa. Somebody ships something down here that's invasive, and I grow it by mistake and it get out of hand. That's why you got them yams in Florida that's poisonous that you can't eat and you can't do nothing with, and they overrun everything. That's why you have kudzu. I press you, if you've never drove down I-20, if you go from Dallas, Texas, go down I-20 going east, drive through Louisiana, drive through Mississippi, drive through Alabama, don't stop till you get to Atlanta. I'm gonna tell you right now, you will see as you drive down the highway, and I didn't see it until I was in college, and I did not know what kudzu was until we went to go play Jackson State. So we left from Grambling to go play Jackson State at their stadium in Jackson, Mississippi. And I started noticing that the huge pine trees were absolutely covered with what looked like a carpet of vegetation. You couldn't even see the trees. You knew that there were trees there because it's obvious it's a 40-foot tall, it's a forest, but it's covered with this carpet looking vegetation. I said, what the hell is that? And it was the weirdest looking thing to me. I had never seen that in my life. Then one time we went even further. We went past Jackson and Grambling ain't about an hour apart. So we went even further. We went on through Mississippi and went to Alabama. And the further we went, the more that I could see this vegetation, the more I could see it. I mean, it absolutely looked like if you was get dropped down in there, nobody would ever find you. That's what it looked like. Right off the highway. Looked like if you stumble off the highway, you'll never be found ever again in life. I had never seen anything like that. I said, what is that stuff? Kudzu. That crap is invasive. Now let me say this. It's edible though. And it got some medicinal properties. But it's highly, highly invasive. And if you can't travel and sit, go on Google and Google it. Google some pictures of kudzu and how it has covered whole forests in the South because of how invasive it is. You hear Go Grow talk about it. I believe she got some on her property, because when she show her trees, when they go out toward the back, they kind of look like that, but it looked like they've been trying to control it. And you know what I'm saying? Because kudzu is a plant that'll grow up over a house within a year if you let it. So I understand why sometimes they don't want you to swap seeds, because some of y'all won't do your research. And you want to make sure that you're not ruining the ecosystem, because that kudzu, when it grows over that forest, it absolutely ruins all of the ecosystem up under the bottom. You don't have, like when you have the canopy, the understory, the forest floor, all of those different levels. And then you have different species of birds, insects, mammals that live at every level. It don't do like that when it's kudzu. Kudzu grow over all of it, shade it all out, and everything up under there die, including the trees. Over time. It takes time now, but it kill everything. So I can see it. I can see why. But the point of the matter is this. They not gonna arrest you for swapping those seeds. Not right now. Not right now. Now some things may change going forward. But right now I don't think they're gonna come after you really for swapping seeds, because of all that's got to be gone through. Because who outside with a sign on front of their house? Seed swap, not me. When I swap seeds with people, I'm either emailing or texting them directly. So that means somebody got to scan or go through my email, look up, find the evidence, find the other person, go through the other person's email, etc., etc. They're not going to spend all that money for a misdemeanor crime. You see what I'm saying? Law enforcement, when you have to spend money to find evidence of a crime so that they make sure that you're convicted, they're not going to spend that much money on that. That's the same thing as that ounce of weed. The reason why they quit, well, in certain states, they quit criminalizing an ounce of weed so much is because it's costing too much money. It's costing money to have to feed you once we get you to jail. Costing money to book you, the court time, when you got to go stand in front of judge. See, all this stuff costs money. And that's what people have to, but see, I think a lot of people don't understand how their country works. So they get in an uproar. I don't get in an uproar about that mess, because right now, they ain't finna, I've been swapping seeds. They better come get me. They better hurry up, come get me, cause I've been swapping them. I'm gonna keep on swapping them. And I'm gonna urge you to swap them too. But at the same time, be smart. Be smart by how you doing. You know what I'm saying? Don't expose yourself to any unnecessary danger. If it is illegal where you are, if you need to look it up, look it up. Make sure that you know. Because I will say this. If they come get me, I know I broke the law. When they knock on the door, I'm just going, all right, y'all got me. You get what I'm saying? Don't be so ignorant that you don't even know what you're getting locked up for. Know that, okay, well, it's a potential that I could get locked up for this. So, let me just, you see what I'm saying? But just know what you're getting yourself into. You're an adult. As an adult, we must carry ourselves like an adult, not like a child. Children are naive and don't know anything and all this. Y'all know how to read. Carry your ass on the internet and read. Careful what you read, though. Some of that stuff be lies. But, so that's what I feel about the seed swapping business or whatever. So, I'm going to cut this here. We're going to be back because it's some more. It's another, somebody, the same person asked me another question. I got to go in here and see what it was. But, till next time, see you guys later.